Today I'm going to talk to you or give you some super tips for getting into orthopedics. Now, you would have known that I've given previous interviews how to get into orthopedics. It's on WorldOrtho. I'm not going to tell you where to find it. You should have to use your initiative. But here, I'm going to give you some really super tips, sort of things that people never think of that can really put you ahead of all the competition. So listen up. Well, of course, number one, volunteer work always looks good, especially in Australia. So go out and find voluntary work to do, work for the disadvantaged. Maybe people, some of these services provide help to suicidal type people. So voluntary work is very good. Next one, military work always looks well. So volunteer for a volunteer military group. In Australia, you can do this sort of work on weekends or a couple of weeks a year. It looks really good. The next one, and this one seems hard for you, but it really isn't. Invent a surgical tool. Yeah, just go to a hardware store, look around, see what they've got there and see how it might apply to orthopedics. You can modify it a little bit and bring it to the interview. Orthopedic surgeons, hands-on. They'll love it if you bring this tool along to the interview, have it there, and they can actually get it into hands and feel it. It's a lot easier than you think. Next one is write or start a textbook. That's not so difficult either. Just contact a major publisher, get some well-established book that's been around for a while, contact a publisher and see if they want you to bring out the next edition. Hey, even go for Apleys, A-P-L-E-Y-S. Then you can tell them at the interview that you're in advanced discussions with writing such a textbook. Next one, write up interesting case reports with pictures. There's a recent report in one of the Australian journals of a patient who had been bitten by a croc. He had his head inside the crocodile's mouth, and they showed the CT indentations of crocodile's teeth into his skull. They can bring that picture along to the interview. Orthopedic surgeons love it. You could bring a model of it along to the interview. Yeah, make up a model and bring it along. Next one is a new discovery. Not so hard, you know. We've got the COVID raging. You've got to work out something, how COVID is related to orthopedics. It might be different mask design, different gown design, a way of monitoring COVID cases coming through a clinic or a hospital. It may be a better way of cleaning surfaces, UV lights. So you can work out and do some studies on COVID. It's easy. There's plenty of cases around. There's a lot of things to be found out. So you can see what I'm advising here. Develop something. Surgical tools are great. Textbook, new discovery, something practical, a model, or some nice pictures that can bring along to your interview. I hope this really helps you. Good luck with that interview, and I wish you well in a career in orthopedics.